Welcome to the session number 36. So, dear students, in the last session we discussed about endorsements, introduction, meaning, who are the various parties involved in the endorsement, and what are the basic essential features that are needed for the completion or successful of endorsement. So, in this session, we are concentrating on various kinds of endorsement. Myself, Malini MB, Department of Commerce, GFGC, Malur. So what is endorsement? Endorsement refers to putting one signature on the face or back of the instrument, or if not at all, there is any room for that, they can put their signature on a slip of paper that can be called as a allege. Okay. So what are different kind of endorsement? Number one, blank or general endorsement. Here, blank or general endorsement refers to when an instrument is prepared, the endorser is going to put a signature without mentioning the name of the endorsee. That can be called as a blank or general endorsement. That means when the endorser is going to put a signature without mentioning the party to whom it has been transferred, for that situation, we can be called as a blank or general endorsement. Next, full or special endorsement. Full or special endorsement refers to when the person who prepares the instrument and putting his signature on the face or back of the instrument and also mentioning the person's name to whom it has been transferred. For that, we are going to call it as a full or special endorsement. That means under full or special endorsement, an endorser, in addition to putting his signature either on face or backside of the instrument, preferably backside, is also going to mention name of the person to whom he is transferring. That is called as a full or the special endorsement. Here, students, one thing you can remember that there is a possibility of converting blank endorsement into full endorsement. That means if once it is prepared in the format of blank or endorsement, it can possible to convert blank endorsement into full or special endorsement, just mentioning the name of the person to whom it has been transferred. And the another type is the restrictive endorsement. Here the name itself informs you that restrictive endorsements are those endorsements which restrict the party to whom it has been transferred for the further process of negotiation. That means, for example, if X has issued a check to a Y, so if the words like restrict, if it has been used on the instrument in addition to the signature of the endorser, then the Y cannot able to transfer the same instrument to the another person. For that, we are going to call it as a restrictive endorsement. So continuation of this, sans recourse endorsement. Before that, conditional endorsement. Conditional endorsement are those endorsement the endorser will transfer the instrument to the endorsee, and preferably it can be able to get the amount what is mentioned on the happening of certain event only or after fulfilling certain conditions. For that we are going to call as a conditional endorsement. That means under the conditional endorsement, the payment can be possible. The payment can be possible or used by the party to whom it has been transferred only after fulfilling the certain conditions. For that, we are going to call it as a conditional endorsement. That means it will depend on the occurrence of the certain event. So, what are the different types of conditional or qualified endorsement? Under that, sans recourse endorsement. Here, if the endorsee want to claim all kind of advantage, or in other words, if the endorsee does not like to accept any kind of liability, that means the party from whom he has taken the instrument is the right person to bear the liability, then the liability is not borne by the endorsee. At that moment, while transferring the instrument, the words sans recourse, if it has been used on the instrument, at that moment, endorsee is completely free from all kind of liability that may happen in the further negotiation. That means the original persons who has been transferred the instrument, in anything case may happen, they have to bear the liability. Then what is facultative endorsement? When the endorser want to bear the liability without transferring to the further person. That means he is like to bear the instrument without restricting on the another instrument. At that time, they can use the words called as a facultative. That means it has been a facultative endorsement when he may do not by giving some rights to which entitled under the negotiation. So at this moment, if the endorser doesn't like to bear any kind of liability that may happen in the further negotiation, then he may use the words called as a facultative. So here, it doesn't mean that endorsee alone can bear the liability. In the future, if it has been further process, that particular persons are going to bear the liability. That situations can be called as a facultative endorsement. Then what is sans phrase endorsement? Here, sans phrase endorsement refers to when the endorser doesn't like to bear any kind of expenditure from his account in the process of further negotiation. At that moment, he can use the words called as a sans phrase. So, in that moment, the endorser is completely free from bearing all kind of expenditure from his account in the further process. Next, liability dependent upon contingent, that is contingent endorsements are those endorsements the person to whom it has been transferred can able to get the amount actually mentioned in the instrument or can able to have that right will depending upon the happening of the event. But that event may or may not happen. For example, X has issued the check to Y and the Y can eligible to get after his marriage. If that is the condition, he can able to get the amount only after the marriage. If not at all happen, then the wife doesn't have any right to get the amount which is mentioned on the instrument. This is situations of contingent endorsement or contingency endorsement where the person to whom it has been transferred can able to get only after the happening of certain event. Then there is a possible, it is not exactly a type. The situation may arise in the form of partial endorsement. So before knowing that, an endorsement which creates a situation of only a partial payment to the endorsee only. For that moment, we can call it as a partial endorsement. But as per the law, partial endorsement is not valid. Why partial endorsement is not valid? Because partial endorsement cannot help or fulfill or cannot favorable to the parties in the further processing or negotiation. For that reason, we can be called as a partial endorsement is not a valid endorsement. Yes. So if the endorsement is made and transferred further process, etc. Generally, we are having a doubt in your mind whether there is a chances of cancellation of endorsement. Yes, there is a possibility of cancellation of endorsement. But when the holder of an instrument without the consent of the without the without the consent of the endorser destroys or impairs the endorser's remedy against the prior party, the endorser is discharged from the liability to the holder at the same extent if the instrument had been paid at the maturity as per the section 40 of the Act. That means the holder of the instrument without the consent of the endorser in the process, once the endorser has been transferred and the instrument is destroyed or the holder of the instrument can transfer it without the consent of the endorser, then there is a chances or possibility of the cancellation of the endorsement. It is acceptable as per the section 40 of the Negotiable Instrument Act of 1881. So students, so in this session, we completely concentrated on endorsement and various types of endorsement, how the various types of endorsement will differ from one person to another under different situations, and the possibility of converting blank endorsement into full endorsement. Full endorsement can also be called as a special endorsement. And more highlighting point, partial endorsement is not valid as per the law, and if the holder of the instrument doesn't take any prior permission from the endorsee, at that situation, there is a chances of cancellations of endorsements can be taken and it is valid as per section 40 of the Negotiable Instrument Act of 1891. So these are all the things we discussed in this session. This is the last content of the chapter 3, that is negotiable instrument for BBA 4th semester under the subject banking, regulations and operations. Thank you.